Alright, here we go on our way to another gig. We're going back to the same place we were last Friday at the Camelot. And this time we're not bringing the big rig, we're bringing the RCFs. I've got confidence in them. I think they can handle a crowd of 200. That's what we got tonight. They should be able to handle a crowd well over 200. I'm running a little late though because I had to assist a girl at the gas station. Her radiator hose popped off her car and I couldn't let her just sit there. So I fixed her radiator hose and got her on the road, and now we're on the road. Running a little behind, but hopefully we'll be okay. Worst case scenario, I don't have a complete hour to set up, but I shouldn't need it, so no big deal. And as you can see, traffic is not on my side. I think there's a Brewers game up here, although I'm actually moving now. Wasn't moving for a while. But that's what happens when you run behind on a Friday. And that's what I don't like about Friday gigs. I like giving discounts for Friday gigs. They're difficult to get to sometimes. Well, apparently we have a really bad accident up here. I've been sitting in this traffic for better part of an hour. So setup's going to be quick and dirty when I get there. I like to usually have an hour to get set up, but I'll be lucky to have 20 minutes if I can get through this. So here was our big accident that they're towing away now that's been holding up traffic forever. Now we can finally get the pedal to the metal and get to our gig. Okay, I'm in. And I'm set up, and they're doing speeches right now. And everybody was really cool and understanding about the situation, which was out of my control, obviously. I did leave early, and the gas station thing, you know, we won't talk about that. It didn't take me that much time anyway. That took me all of 5 minutes. But anyhow, yeah, we're all good. Let's do this thing. All right, here we are once again. Full house. Like a fun crowd tonight. Got the RCFs up here. First time in this room. They're doing a pretty good job. Down here we have the Galaxian Royale. First time it's out. We're doing trivia, and now we got this guy playing guitar using my PA and the house PA both. This is the wedding party dance, believe it or not. Everybody's coming out for it. This is cool. A little better than last week, huh? What's happening here? They like slow stuff. I'm not supposed to play 2 slow songs in a row, but I'm going to. They're working well. They're not bad. Kind of weird I got people sitting in front of me. I don't know what that's all about, but whatever. Okay, so I did some experimental stuff. I did car wash because it went over real well last week and it didn't work. And I also did the bird by Morris Day the Time because it was requested and it didn't work. Now we're going back to what I know and see, what do you know, it works. You gotta stick to what you know when you're programming sometimes. Oh yeah. The famous crawl. With all the people in front of me, kind of weird, but yeah, alright. It's almost 10 o'clock. It's a Friday wedding, it's already dying off a little bit. Somebody got people dancing. Well, they're dancing. I don't think they particularly wanted line dances, but they're working. It's about 10:30 on a Friday. I need all the help I can get. They like slow stuff. I'm not supposed to play 2 slow songs in a row, but I'm going to. They're working well. It's still after 11 o'clock, and we're doing some oldies, hoping we'll get some people up, and now we got a few. Quarter after 11, the 15th and 16th marathon continues. Still, I'm not keeping going. Alright, so the 20-somethings are out here trying to do that last half hour strong. They're pretty tired though, we'll see how they do. Oh yeah. And they're training. Yes! Very hard to keep it going. go. They only got about 15 minutes to go. We're trying hard. Alright, so let's talk about tonight. Recap. Before I even got on the road, Blanca wanted me to run her to the gas station, which she usually does before I go to work. Somewhere, Walgreens gas station. So I'm waiting for her to come out, and this girl comes up to the car and says, "Sir, do you know anything about cars? It's overheating. I'm pouring antifreeze in the radiator, and it's coming right out the bottom of the car." So as soon as Blanca came out, we went over there, and it turns out her radiator hose was disconnected for some reason. It took longer to find a screwdriver in the truck than it did to fix it. Not a big deal. I allowed myself like an hour and a half to get up to Camelot with traffic and stuff, which should have been plenty of time. But then we had the 5-car pileup, which put me an hour behind. And at first I'm thinking to myself, boy, this is karma for you. I helped somebody out, and now, you know, I'm late getting set up for my gig. But maybe the karma was I wasn't in the 5-car pileup, I was backed up behind. Right? Could be. Everyone was very cool about me coming in when I did, and I was still set on time, and I was ready to go. And I went up to the bride and groom and said, "Okay, let's do this." And the lady who ran the hall said, "No, don't worry about it. I do this all the time. I have a mic. We've already talked about it. I'm going to introduce him." I said, "Well, no, you don't have to do that." She says, "No. It's good. We got it. No problem. I can do this." So it was really nice of her, because I was wigging a little bit. Don't like being late. Although it wasn't my fault, I still don't like being late. And technically I wasn't really late, because I don't guarantee a setup time I'm going to arrive. I guarantee when I'm going to start. So I was still cool, but I don't like to wig anybody out. So we did trivia during dinner. That was interesting. They don't like cleaning of glasses at Camelot. They have that banned, I guess, and it's the bride and groom's responsibility to not have anyone clean glasses. So they had trivia. They wrote out like 40-some questions and had 40-some numbers in a fishbowl. People would come up to the DJ booth, reach in, pick out a number, and then I would then read the question off the list like a game show host and see if they could get the answer right. If they got the answer right, the bride and groom would kiss. If they didn't get it right, we would try to hustle the answer from someone else, eventually get it, and make the bride and groom kiss. It was fun. It was actually pretty cute. Then we had the guitar player during dinner, too, so lots going on during dinner. Dancing went alright. It was a Friday wedding at Camelot with this bar that kind of takes away from the main banquet hall where the dance floor is. Still did pretty good. Not many snags there at all. A couple songs I tried and they didn't work real well, and I need to stick with my programming instincts and not just throw tracks on, but well, what are you going to do? You live, you learn. Stick with what you know, Bri. And then there were a couple little situations, no big deal. This girl came up to me right at the end of the night. I had 2 songs planned out to play for the last songs, grand finale kind of stuff. And she wanted a Lady Gaga track, and I said, "Nah, I'm done." And she said, "You're not going to play any more songs after this?" I said, "I got one more planned, and then I'm done." "Well, switch it to Lady Gaga. Play it next." I said, "Well, I'm not going to do that." I watched this girl go to the bride and complain, and then go to the groom and complain, who incidentally were on the dance floor dancing to music they wanted to hear, which is why I was playing it. And I thought to myself, you know, how arrogant can you be that you're bothering these people about something you want? This isn't your party. Drunks. Then at the end of the night, some other girl screamed encore, and I said, I'm done. And I was listening to her as I was breaking down, going around from person to person, telling everyone what an asshole the DJ is, because he would play an encore for her. Well, I ended where I wanted to end, and that's all there is to it. Used the RCFs for the first time in that room, and they did fine. Plenty of high end in the room. They filled the room well. I missed the sub. And the reason I missed the sub was because in that room, I could hear a speaker here and a speaker here. It was like a separate stereo thing. I could hear where the sound was coming from. With a sub, it seems to somehow bring everything sonically together, where it just sounds like one big thing, and it fills the room real nice with that bass. It just, I don't know, fills in gaps somehow in sound. I can't explain it real well, and maybe somebody who knows audio knows what I'm talking about. It's just my ear. But it did fine. I mean, the crowd didn't miss it, because they didn't know any different. They thought it sounded great. In fact, I got compliments on it. But I missed a sub. So I need to get a sub for bigger rooms. We brought the Galaxy, and I don't think I filmed it, though. It just didn't occur to me to film it. It looked cool. It was on the ceiling. But yeah, that was the gig. And we got one tomorrow that I booked myself. It's going to be probably a little different. It's a lot of up north people. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you then. Practice and enjoy.